Welcome to News Once's, where we bring your neighborhood article to life. Ukrainian court convicts Russian soldier of war crimes and sentences him to life in prison. 3 months after the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, judges in Kyiv on Monday handed down the first guilty verdict for a Russian soldier tried for war crimes. Sergeant Shishimarin, who had pleaded guilty at the start of the trial last week, was sentenced to life in prison. Judge Serhiy Ahafonov pronounced Shishimarin guilty of violating the laws and customs of war and of committing premeditated murder. The verdict can be appealed. The defendant admitted his guilt in part, arguing that he had no intention of killing Mr. Shelipov, Ahafonov. The court cannot recognize the sincerity of repentance. The defendant sat in a glass cage, wearing the same blue and gray hoodie he has worn for every trial appearance, his head bowed as an interpreter whispered to him in Russian through an opening in the glass. After the verdict, as the court emptied of the hundreds of local and foreign journalists who gathered to hear the sentencing, the sergeant paced back and forth in the cell. Shishimarin was part of a 40-mile-long convoy of armored vehicles snaking from the Russian border toward Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, which Moscow initially expected it could take within days. According to prosecutors, Shishimarin was commanding a tank division from the Moscow region. When his convoy came under attack by Ukrainian forces on February 28, the Russians dispersed. Shishimarin met 4 other men, who stole a car and tried to drive away. If you like this video, please subscribe. We post more of what you like. From the car, in the village of Chupahivka, they spied Shelipov, who was talking on the phone as he rode his bicycle. Believing that Shelipov would report their location to Ukrainian forces nearby, another soldier, who was not Shishimarin's superior, told him to shoot, prosecutors said. Shishimarin fired 3 or 4 shots from his Kalashnikov. When his